Okay, sorry that the other recording was kind of long, so I decided to split C off to be separate. So on C, again, we can see that we're alternating. We got positive, negative, positive, negative, positive numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and order them. So it's first, second term, third term, fourth term, and this time they gave me 5 terms. So that's okay. Remember that they're alternating, so we know it's going to be A sub n equals, it's going to be -1 to the n if I want the first term, but I don't want the first term to be negative. I want the second term, so I need to put that +1 on there. So now we took care of the alternating, positive and negative. So now I just need to worry about what can I plug this 1 in that's going to give me 2, or I can plug the 4 in and it's going to give me a 65. So again, I'm going to use tables. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to build myself a table. I'm going to let this be my n, and this is still my terms. So now I have 5 terms, so n is going to be 1 through 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my terms are what? 2. Remember, don't worry about the negative, so just use the 9. We already took care of the negative. 28, 65, and 126. So I'm going to go through here and find my differences. From 2 to 9, it's 7. And 9 to 28, it's 19. 28 to 65 is 37. And 65 to 126 is 61. Obviously not linear since they're not the same. So then 7 to 19 is 12. 19 to 37 is 18. And 37 to 61 is 24. Well, it's not quadratic because the second time I did it didn't work. So keep going. If I run out and it doesn't work, I can add more numbers in using my pattern. So let's see, 12 to 18 is 6, and from 18 to 24 is 6. So there we go. So the 1, 2, the third time I did it, I got constant numbers, which means this one's going to be cubic. Now, I could try to back up to 0 again, but I'm really not sure. I don't see my pattern here. 61, 37, 19, 12. I'm really not sure. I mean, I could back up on this one, 24, 18, 12, so I know this one should be a +6 then, and I could back up that way, but sometimes it gets a little more confusing. So if nothing else, we know it's going to be cubic, and let's see if we can find something that when I plug in that 1 that I can add or subtract to get my 2, and then see if it works on the others. If it works on the others, then great. If it doesn't, then check and see. Well, we may have to back up in that table, but hopefully not. Alright, so let's see. Plug in your 1. So 1 cubed is 1. What can I do to 1 to get to 2 then? Well, add 1. So let's see if that works on the others. So 2 cubed is 8 plus 1 is 9. It worked there. 3 cubed is 27 plus 1 is 28. 4 cubed is 64 plus 1 is 65, and 5 cubed is 125 plus 1 is 126. So that works. So this is actually the equation for these numbers. Now, I know there were 5 of them, and I went ahead and checked all 5. Now, if I give you a really long list, 5 isn't too bad. You need to check all 5. If I gave you, let's say, 10 or 15 or 20, what you need to do is make sure you check a couple of them at the beginning and a couple of them at the end, because we'll see on a slide in just a little bit here that sometimes they start off with the same. You can have 2 different equations that start off with the same numbers, but then they change after a little bit there, and they give us 2 different equations in the end. So you need to make sure that your equation fits the beginning and the end of all of your numbers.